Welcome back, everyone, to the Giants Let's Play Holiday. Oh no, that's the Giants Holiday Let's Play special. I'm not going to re-record that. Leave it as is. Right, this is number 11. Yes, and well, have you ever, went out and made a spur of the moment purchase, and then once you have it back home, you can kind of look at it and say, oh man, what am I going to do with this? Why did I buy this? I've made several of those in my life, and this is no exception. However, it is very nice. I've been trying to figure out how to work this piece of machinery into the story. Now, this is, of course, right over here, the Alice Chalmers 8550 mod or tractor. As you can see here, we have a few options that I optioned out that ran me. Let's see, I put the dual twin wheels, and I had a phone. Put a phone in there because, that's everyone needs a phone, and I went with the straight pipe exhaust. So $144,000 of my money went to this. And it doesn't have a 3-point link on the back. I was like, what am I going to use? Oh, then it's like, oh yes, well, the manure spreader has trailer hitch, and there's no way to make these things go any faster than they normally do anyways. So hey, why not? And whilst we're here, oh yes, I bought this field. Another bit of a faux pas on my part, because I was looking at, it's like, okay, what's ready to harvest? Now 30 was, but it's a little bit pricey, 273. And then I went over here, it's like, oh, these two are, and I was looking at actually crop type. I don't know what I was actually looking at, because I was actually thinking of getting this one, and I ended up buying this one, and it's not ready to harvest yet. So that affords the opportunity, since I did soil sample this. So we have a soil sample, and the nitrogen is bad. So we have manure. Oh, let's just hop over to our manure production, and this is still the same day I put this up. We've already had 40 the manure. I just emptied this manure. It's up to 15,000 liters of manure already. It's just chomping through the product. So what I have done here, I have 23,000 liters of manure already produced here, and I have the global pallet here that has another 93,000 liters of manure. So we'll see how far it goes. I mean, that thing is chugging out manure so fast, I'm sure we'll have enough. Now let's turn this on here. How far are we spreading this with this? Not very far. Right, so this is going to take a minute. And as you can see, we're not putting a lot on as expected for the first application. How well is this going to go? I don't know. And we're gonna see how far this takes it, because this is going to be a slow and arduous process, putting manure on these fields. Right. So as I do this, we're going to hop out and see where that puts us for nitrogen. Actually, it's giving us a thumbs up for the nitrogen. Well, that's encouraging. It's still going. Why is it? Oh, it's not putting out anything though. So that's good. I guess oats does how much? Well, if it's saying I'm good with the nitrogen for one pass of manure, that's very encouraging indeed. And Right, so, oh yes, there's this little piece of whatever. I took some trees out, not all of them, as not all of them are actually in the way. Let's see, where's the worker gonna go if I hire a worker? He's gonna go this way. Right, okay. The manure is actually lasting a decent amount of time. Right, so I'm gonna sneeze. Right. Okay, so we have reached. So this, now, it's not my first time ever using manure, but it is my first time really doing, going all out with manure on precision farming. Because using manure on precision farming is quite a bit different than using manure on, because manure in regular play gives you you need 2 states of fertilization on a regular non say precision farming map or setting, however you want to say. On precision farming, it goes by like each crop has a different requirement for fertilizer. As you can see, top left, nitrogen level, the little flag is what is required, and apparently we are applying the required amount of fertilizer for this crop. Now, this is oats. And it's going to be different for, well, as I said, we're planned on doing wheat. So we're going to see how that goes. Do believe wheat takes a lot more fertilizer, but this is a good little test. And our manure is actually lasting a fair bit of time here. Of course, we are kind of like going over, it's not applying on top of what it's kind of hard to see what we're putting it over. That's why I have the little map down there. It's showing me what I'm putting. So this is going to be kind of a kind of a messy process here for me, as I'm a little bit lost, as it were. Let's turn that off for a second. Oh, come on, turn it off. There we go. Let's see if we can grab this. Of course, this old girl is not the swiftest horse in the stable either. So come on, turn on. There we go. And going at 11 miles per hour is quite painful. But anyways, it is what it is. Trying something new and different for me anyways, rather than the usual just blast it with chemicals. Right, so this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next however long it takes me. And we'll see how it turns out. Let's see if we can hire a worker. Which way is he going to go? That way. Okay, so yes, that's what I'll be doing. We will catch up with you once we're done this and see how we end up here, and see what with well, we're going to run out of manure. So we're going to show that, because what I have done, as I shown you, is going to stop right there. Yes. Let's hop into here, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to refill that manure spreader directly from this, like so. Let's see if that, oh, that's That's as high as it goes too. Come on, get in there. There we go. Yes, okay, so slightly awkward, but it works. Let's back this up to a spot where we know we've already fertilized. And away we go. So that is going to be my life for the next however many minutes. So we'll see you back when we're done. Well, here we are. So yeah, it's just bad here, but that's kind of like a little spot I missed. It's if we come up here and look at our nitrogen, yes, very spotty just because I really can't see where I'm going except on the map. But for the most part, I think we're okay. Yeah, and well, so we're gonna well leave here. We still have manure left over, so that's encouraging. 47,000 liters here. We still, it's quite dirty. I love it. So actually, we're going to do a bit of an experiment here. Now, with precision farming, the way you do it is either you apply it with this, like you've seen, we had a seeder that applied the nitrogen in the form of dry granular nitrogen or fertilizer, or you apply it after you have planted. Now, the reason for that is if you apply fertilizer before you plant anything, it doesn't know what you're planting, so it's just going to put down a set amount of fertilizer because each crop takes a different amount of fertilizer required for perfect fertilization, right? So if you're putting it on before, it doesn't know what it's there. So if you put it on after, it's like, oh, there's wheat here. Then wheat needs X amount of, oh, I'm stuck again, X amount of fertilizer. Come on. To fertilize said crop. So, but because we're putting wheat, and I'm pretty sure wheat's going to take a lot more fertilizer than most crops. I'm going to do a little test here on this particular field right here, right in front of us. I am going to apply manure first, for the reason of, number one, I can see what I'm doing, and number two, for a bit of an experiment, we're going to put fertilizer down, we're going to plant our wheat, and then we're going to see at like, can we put another application of fertilizer on top of it to top it up, or is it going to be too much or too little, or what? So as you can see, we can also, let's stop this for a minute. Let's go into, let's go get our help window on, because we're going to do a little bit of an experiment here. So we can deactivate the automatic application rate. So what that means is it will put on the maximum amount. Let's see, whoops. Let's see, change application rate. You can adjust how much. Oh, wow, we can adjust whatever we want. That's changed. It never used to be, never used to be able to just crank up that for manure. It used to be just, I think something's changed with precision farming since it's came out. Because I can lace this stuff on here now. Wow, okay, that's why. Okay, Well, learn something new all the time. This is not how it used to work. Something has changed with precision farming, and they didn't really. I didn't notice that there was an update to it. Perhaps the game update, or was this always like this? That could be. We can notch down that. So, yeah. Okay, so obviously experimental, highly experimental here. And we're going to run out of manure fast because we're putting on it hot and heavy. Right. Yeah. So, yeah. So our automatic application on this, this should be correct. It's because if we're pasting it on here, obviously, it is it is on there pretty heavy. It automatic. So yes. So I'm rambling. Now, I'm just going to do it on this one field. This field here, 14. I am going to plant it with wheat, and then I'm going to hit it with the manure on automatic setting. And let's jump over here. Let's go grab our manure and see how that goes, which is going to be on this next field here. So this is a bit of an experiment. I've used precision farming a lot, but not with manure so much. And from what I remember, because I did test out manure and stuff like that when it came out, and I don't remember it working this way. So, interesting indeed. Now this makes this changes things, because I thought it's like, okay, I can only put so much on, and I'm gonna have to go over it again for a second application, because previously manure would only you'd only put so much on. Now let's see, can I? Oh yeah, I can do it like this too. There we go. Let's fill her up. Right. So how was it? Is it filling up? Oh no, I have to actually hold on to it. Or is it already full? Maybe it's full already. Oh, it's full already. Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm going to continue this, and I'm going to finish fertilizing this field, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to grab the seeder, and we're going to take a look at what happens when I hit it with the wheat. So we'll see you when we get to that. All right. So what has happened? Well, we have put on copious amounts of fertilizer on here, as we can see, laced it on there with the overriding the automatic. So the automatic application was this strip here, if you remember, and then we turned that off and just cranked it up. So what's going to happen? Well, let's hop into here. Let us set this to, actually we need to set this to wheat. There we go, wheat. Now, I do have fertilizer in here right now, and as you can see, this little spot here. So we're going to go turn that on, lower it, and we're going to start seeding where we went. Oh, come on, get off of there. Oh, I hate those. Okay, come on, lower it. Lower it. There we go. Right. Okay, so it didn't put enough fertilizer on the spot there. As you can see, it's like full on green. And so we're adding a little bit more of our chemical fertilizer that's in our seeder. Right. Okay, so that was expected. But now that we're going over, we're gonna end there, and we're gonna start hitting this. And as you can see, is it still saying that we're putting some on? So we're still applicating All right, so it was, even though at our maximum kind of application, we're still actually applying a little teeny tiny bit of fertilizer to make it exactly right. But we're going to use a whole lot less actual granular fertilizer, so we would have been okay, actually. And of course now I can't. Well, I'll have to. The map is not going to do me any much good to see where I'm going. But fortunately, the ground color is changing and all that sort of stuff. So let's turn off that, and we don't need our map. We're just going to do this. So we're gonna. Well, I'm going to finish this. Right, so now we know what's happening, and of course, perfect, because we've topped it up with a little bit of granular nitrogen. Now, in the next episode, this is we're going to wrap things up here because the mods have dropped, and I'm going to be busy for a bit. But what's going to happen now? Next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to just seed the next field. No fertilizer, seed only with wheat, and by that time we should have manure. So we used up a fair bit of manure lacing it on there, but we still have 23,000 liters plus a little trick. Putting that on top, a full one on top of there will actually just keep automatic. Well, that's another video for another day, but kind of a little trick there. And if we run over, run, Forest, run. If we come over here to our manure production, it is spitting out manure like 1,000 cows and no tomorrow. So, yeah, we're probably going to run out of straw, and well, we'll see how it goes. This, I mean, literally, I have it set on normal time, like it's not sped up time or anything. It's quite incredible. But anyways, that is where we are. Where are we? There we go. That's where we're at. Wheat production, and of course our oat field out yonder will the oats is looking promising, and it will need pH. We'll need lime. We'll need to lime it, I do believe. But I think I'm just going to do that. That's going to be a thing I'll do later off camera, and we might. Yeah. So this video is going to be dropping on Thursday morning. But it is Wednesday that I'm doing this, and we finally have gotten some mods. So there might be a bit of a break between episodes, but I'm actually really enjoying this. So I think I'm going to, it might not be an everyday episode, but spattered in between the mod reviews, depending on how heavy we get hit by the mods, we might see a bit of a flood of mods now. That Giants are kind of back and doing stuff, so the series might slow down a bit now that they're actually not on holidays anymore. But even though otherwise, we will still continue at some rate. Anyways, let's get the sunlight. It's so, oh, that is dirty. I'm gonna have to get. You got some dirty equipment. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and thanks for following me along in this somewhat of a bit of an experiment, but definitely orange. And well, our old new equipment is working decently. It is old and a bit slow like me, but anyways. And again, thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.